Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a somewhat belated Hiveswap Friendsim. And this one is not my fault, actually. Normally, of course, I do these on Friday nights, but we could not last week because the Friendsim wasn't out yet. But now it is here, and people have had time to play it. People have also had time to watch the Adventure Time series finale, which aired about 3 hours ago, and I believe is currently airing on its West Coast air date, but I mean, come on, you don't need to wait for that. It's been uploaded online already, I'm sure. I'm sure you can watch it already. I'm sure it's streaming everywhere. It's probably on YouTube and will be on YouTube for the next 5 minutes until Cartoon Network takes it down, but whatever. We're not here to talk about Adventure Time tonight, though. We are here to talk about Hiveswap. So, yay. Whoop. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Ta-da. Okay. So, let us begin. We're up to volume 11. This thing's been going strong for a good long while now. 11 volumes. All right. Volume 11 of Pals and Promises, Made and Broken. Looks like we've got some kind of blue blood and the jade blood. Made and broken. Another night, another long, long walk. Hi, kitty. You look like you want to jump up on my lap right as I'm getting started. Because of course you do. Another night, another long, long walk. Despite the blisters, you have started to feel truly optimistic. You've got a lot going for you these days. True, you're still technically a castaway on a hostile planet with absolutely no hope of rescue. But if you're completely honest, Earth was pretty shitty too. Yeah. Sure, 98% of everyone here is a psychopath who would rip your face off as soon as they look at you, but it's the other 2% that are really going to make it all worth it. I mean, what the hell? Oh, dear. Okay, so we've got a super chillaxed cobalt blood. Our first male blue blood, come to think of it, cobalt blood rather. It's like we've had plenty of Vriskas. We finally have a male Vriska. Lovely. And what appears to be a Yandere Jade blood. So, we'll just pocket that for now. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid of what we'll be walking into with that later. Anyway, let's go with our chill male Vriska. And maybe you're pushing your luck at this point. A reasonable person would just hit up one of their many, many new friends and find a place to crash. But the night is young, so to speak, and you have a good feeling about this particular desolate stretch of road. You're just wondering where you should hide out for the day when a long car pulls up next to you in the street. You hunch your shoulders and keep walking, hoping they're just here for the scenery. But you are literally the scenery here, so when the back door opens and two trolls lumber towards you, you can't say you're surprised. Just throw you in here right away. Oh dear. So we got a interesting. This is. All things, this suddenly reminds me of Technical Boy from American God, of all things. American Gods, rather. You are a little surprised when they each grab hold of one of your arms and drag you into the car. Up until now, you have found trolls to be surprisingly chatty. You aren't expecting the assault and ask questions later approach. What's up with this weather map? Oh, hi, kitty. Where do you want to settle down? Kind of in my way. I can't play when you're sitting right in front of my screen. Right. Behind the monitor is just fine. Good kitty. The car takes off before you have time to catch your breath. You will never catch that breath. It's blocks behind you now. It's loose. Here you are without your breath face to face with a troll who's leaning back in his bench seat. Just straight chillin'. The dome light glints off his blue eyes, and what someone less hip than you might describe as way too many piercings. He has them in his ears, nose, and eyebrow. He even has a couple in his horn. His hair is shaved in a daring undercut, and his teeth are sharp. What is this music? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. This is a track. I mean, I like it, but this is just so unlike any Homestuck music I'm used to. What the? Alright. Gotta find a voice for this. Gotta find a voice for Dude Riska. Alright. Hey. What? This track is called Fortnite Funny Moments Epic Fails Episode 413. I mean, I can see that. I could definitely see this music overlacing a Fortnite Fails compilation video. Anyway. Hey. Hey yourself, asshole. Let's see. Oh, God dang it. Now I got it. There we go. Okay. I kind of think... hey. I know, I want to click this top one. I don't even know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. I just want to click it. Hey yourself, asshole. Oh, damn. Some of your newfound self-confidence just bubbled up like a bubble out of you like spit up from an infant. This is gonna go bad fast. And instead of immediately murdering you, he looks you up and down, checking you out in all of your ragged glory. He smiles, slow and lazy. It does things to your guts. Friendship things. I had a feeling that was the right answer. Or maybe not. This could be dangerous. I don't know. I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea, guys. His smile stretches wider, going slightly lopsided from his piercings. He looks like he likes what he sees, even if what he sees is you being a rude bitch. Again, this is a Cobalt Blood we're talking about. Him liking what he sees is not necessarily a good thing. Fair. I did just get my boys to drag you off the street. I get how that equals a little not chill. Sorry about all that. I'm Mallek. Mallek doesn't look too sorry, but you're distracted by one of his boys. He is looking at you through a familiar pair of eyes hidden behind a fall of dark bangs. Who is looking at you through a familiar pair of eyes hidden behind a fall of dark bangs. Ooh, someone familiar. What the? Damien? Okay. I did not expect Damien, of all people, to be the heavy. I mean, he is heavy, but... Hey, I was wondering if you remembered me. Alright. Hi, Damien. Welcome to the party. Remember? You doubt you'll ever forget, even with extensive therapy. Aw. Yeah, sorry about the cloak and laser bullshit. Just couldn't let anybody get their fronds on you first. You know. Wow. He was really looking for you? Like, specifically? He wants it, and he thinks that the, Aqua Trolls will be, after us? It sounds like. For sure, dude. I've been following you. Really? You feel like you would have noticed someone like him. He doesn't exactly blend in. Mallek holds up his palm husk with the excuse me. Mallek holds up his palm husk with the Chitterer app open. You recognize your own profile. Your follower count has gone up significantly since the last time you checked. Right. So everyone equals going on about this new Chitter account. Alien Invasion of 1. Figure it equals a publicity stunt or Imperial propaganda. Uninteresting, not worth my time. But then I start thinking, what if it's not? If this genuinely equals an invasion, how the hell have they survived this long? The drone should have obliterated a cull-bait son of a bitch like you right away. That's literally what I said. They should have taken your hornless head off pedigrees ago. They haven't. Why? Well, I keep asking myself. What I keep asking myself. Then I figured out how you must be doing it. Without meaning to, you lean towards him. Have you finally found someone who understands and appreciates how terrific you are at friendship maneuvers? Who really gets your area of study? He's gonna think it's mind control. Okay. You're a robot! Oh, god damn it. Not even close, but he's so oblivious and avidly interested in you that, well, you tell a tiny little fib. Okay, I'm a robot. I'm a robot now. This is my life. Hell yeah. Hey, this is kind of crazy. I didn't know you were a robot. Heh, wild. I guess it makes sense, though. You did have a sixth sense for meat and where to find it? Sure. We'll follow that logic. Mallek looks intrigued. This is how you get dissected? Yes, this is how you get dissected. A meat tracker? That is interesting. Sure. You hope he doesn't try to test that functionality. You doubt you have another meat miracle in you? But all he does is keep giving you piercing looks in between texting furiously. Then he snaps a photo of you. Oh no, he's not going to post that on Chitter #robot. You can't be a hashtag. Everyone will know you're blind and blow up your cover. Not to mention your mentions. Don't worry about that. Social media gives me hives. Piercing looks. Yeah, I did catch that too. The dude with all the piercings giving you a piercing look. Cute. I have a Gorgle alert sent for certain combinations of words. After Zebra's place, you're kind of expecting another lavish palace, but then you get out of the car, you see that Mallek isn't indigo, he's cerulean, like Edward and Ramel and that one girl who kept boys in cages. Also, you're starting to think people's hives have more to do with taste than caste. Amnesia had a homely little art studio, and Tagora had all those vases and shit. Before he lands you inside the apartment building, Mallek turns to Damien and the other low blood and starts messing around in his palm husk again. Nice job, guys. I'm rerouting a Slovene drone shipment as we speak. What now? Treyaf, I'm sending you those DVDs you wanted. They'll be at your hive when you arrive. The bronze-blood ruffian bows to Mallek. He looks a little uncomfortable and pats him awkwardly on the arm. And Damien, I'll send your shit to, that shrub you live in. Aw. That's sweet. He's taking care of the homeless little troll. That's okay. Thanks, man. You know my offer still stands. I've got a couple of extra coops if you get sick of living rough. Or coops or co-ops? I don't know. Damien shrugs. Thanks, but I can't be tied down. Nice to see you again. You and Mallek ride the elevator all the way to the top of the hive stem, and he leads you into a surprisingly tasteful loft apartment. Surprisingly tasteful and full of dirty dishes. Which looks exactly like mine at the moment, because I need to do dishes tonight. Come on, my shit is upstairs. Interesting plant life, too. Isn't the whole apartment his shit? Yeah, technically. Let's go upstairs, though. There should totally be a C in Steen. Well, it's named the same as it was in Act 1 proper. Okay. He brings you up to a higher level that has a Racupsicone shoved against one wall and a couch shoved against another. But they are both afterthoughts to just an ungodly amount of computer shit. Take a look around. A lot of garbage. Looks like a Looks like a picture of the heiress as on that skateboard, but I can't really tell. And also Troll Pac-Man. I like that. Right when you got here, probably wouldn't have been able to tell what it was, but now you're used to Alternia's weird bug tech. Squishy and organic and almost certainly alive, at least in the way that plants are alive. Although a couple wires in there are almost definitely slithering. Mallek sits down in front of one of his screens and wakes it with a single swipe of his claws. He gestures you lazily into one of several office chairs. It squeaks as you sit down and sinks a little under your weight. He proceeds to ignore you and type a list of commands into a text box. Then he pushes himself along to another screen with an alert flashing in one corner. You know what this is all adding up to. He's an IT guy. Nah, I prefer to be called... Oh. Shit. Huh? I have this joke I do where someone calls me a hacker and I say, I prefer the term information specialist. But now that's ruined. Yeah. Oh shit, hacker was totally your next guess. You can do it again. Nah, moment's gone. No worries. So, he's a hacker? That's pretty cool and subversive. You wonder if he's part of Tezia's secret anti-government movement? You almost ask, then stop yourself at the last second. Whatever Tezia's anarchist leanings are, you aren't going to blab them to this random cerulean. As much as you love to meet new friends, you really aren't about to throw one under the scuttlebuggy for no reason. Yeah, not a lot of blues get down on this sort of thing. Goldbloods are better with tech. They got that living battery noise, you know how it goes. All the Goldbloods you've met have been, well... Asdazad did have that scatter thing, and Kuprum hacked a phone, or something? Whatever, it was a while ago. Zabidi mostly just liked fanfic. Interesting. You'd think they would have programmed you with cultural stereotypes. Huh? Oh, right. You're a robot. You wonder how a robot is supposed to act. You sit up straighter and think about circuit boards. Mallek messes around some more on his computer and frowns. Then he frowns some more. Then he reaches down and picks up one of the thick purple wires from the mess on the ground. He pauses. Apparently he isn't sure where to stick it. He glances down and you cross your legs before he can pull your dress up and start searching for external ports, because nope, not happening, dude. You don't have any network connectors, so I've got to use an Ethernet. Don't be lame. Yeah, he wants to hack you. You weren't trying to be lame, you just don't want things in orifices. Eventually you compromise and let him stick it under your armpit like you are a baby having your temperature taken. Oh, this is getting awkward fast. You watch him tap away at his screen, marveling at the ludicrous choices you made in your life that have led you to a troll sticking a wire under your armpit because he can't find your Wi-Fi signal. Oh, good lord. Yeah, this is your life now. You sit there as his brow furrows further and his frown gets more pronounced. His annoyance bounces him out of his laid-back, cool guy attitude. A blinking purple light flashes on his piercings. Fuck, maybe my tech isn't compatible. One of the wires is coming towards you, and for a second you think you finally found a piece of technology that is actually alive. But then you see a little flicker of movement at the end of it, and you realize it's a white snake with beady, intelligent eyes. Ah, Lucius. Don't be scared, he won't hurt you. He's just... Excuse me. A little burpy today. He's just checking everything out. Everybody's looking up at the Z on the box in the upper right-hand corner and wondering what it means. It's an Alternian E as well. Not a Z, but... Either way, that doesn't really answer anything. It's like, it's either a box that says E or a box that says Z. I don't know. I got nothing. Maybe it'll come up later. Who knows? Of course not. Why would you be afraid of a giant snake winding up your legs? Everybody is Everybody is really about your legs. You need to get a pair of pants. Is a snake checking you for artificial parts? Are snakes particularly sensitive to technology? Is it because they're long? Weird. This is a radical situation. I have no idea what to make of you, dude. You feel like such a dickhead? Can you really continue to live this lie? Oh dear. Tell me you're a special kind of robot his instruments can't detect, and I am not a robot. Well, I think he's just gonna instantly lose interest in you if you say you're not a robot. But he might, like, yeah, I think that that's the wrong answer, so we're gonna pick it first. You brace yourself. In your experience, dealing with the fallout of your deceptions is never pleasant. You expect him to you expect him to throw you out, or at least get a snake to the face. Instead, Mallek just sags back into his desk chair, which settles with a depressed little squeal. He takes his glasses off and drops them onto his desk, palming at his eyes. It strikes you how exhausted he looks. You thought the dark smudges were eyeliner, but they might be eyeliner in despair? Jesus Christ. You wonder if now is the time to start apologizing? You're getting really good at apologies. It's chill. I was the one who grabbed you off the street. Okay. So yeah, I bet if we continued on with the robot charade, things just would have continued escalating until it got ridiculous, and then it would have ended in failure. You were probably scared of what I do to you if you weren't what I hoped you were. Well, more like you were worried about the friend opportunity that would swirl down the drain, but yeah, okay. You were also a little scared. You still are. There's a total body-encompassing ambient fear that is always buzzing in the background of everything you do on Alternia. So subliminal that sometimes you wonder if it's the total opposite, the complete absence of fear. That's deep, man. In retrospect, it is pretty fucking stupid to assume a robot is going to solve my problems. Oh, you have problems, have you? Very true, in your limited experience. More robots equals more problems. Yeah, it was just something new, you know? Something I haven't tried yet. Tried to do what? What is your dark secret, Mallek? What is it exactly he's trying so hard to do? He seems to be pretty well off, what with the hacking drones and the shit like that. Mallek laughs. Yeah, hacking drones. That is all just bullshit. As Lucas circles around his ankle affectionately, he gives him a little nudge. His palm husk rings and he pulls it out of his pocket and just looks at it for a couple of seconds. I can't deal with this right now. Come on. He heads down to the lower floor, waiting at the bottom of the steps to see if you are following. You are, albeit nervously. You are having a hard time reading Mallek? Yeah, so am I, oddly enough. It's almost like lying to make friends doesn't actually work. Except it has in previous segments. Like, there have been times where just continuing on with the deception was the correct answer, or the correct answer to continue on with the arc. So yeah. Maybe it's all the piercings. It gets worse when he calls the elevator and then stands back. What are you up to? Oh, little. After you. You expect swinging blades to come at you, but they don't. You expect Mallek to attack you, but he doesn't. Just slumps moodily against the back of the elevator and closes his eyes. His palm husk rings again and his jaw tenses. This is getting gloomy all of a sudden. The elevator goes past the lobby, then it goes past the basement, and the sub-basement. Fuck, what's the sub of the sub-basement? Dude, what? The sub-basement is just a square dungeon-like space, damp trickling down the walls. Your stomach crumples and your heart bounces up into your throat. Oh no. Is this Mallek's cerulean murder dungeon? A phantom pain presses against your ribs and an arm. Mallek just leads you through a gap in the wall that you initially took for a shadow. It opens into a tunnel with rough stone walls and dirt-covered floor. It's clearly man-made, or troll-made. The air grows damper and the sound of rushing water gets closer and closer. What is this? What's that? I see a 413. Well, I mean, I see a 4 and a 1, and no points for guessing what the third obscure numbered is. You emerge from the tunnel and find yourself on the bank of a wide underground tunnel. Mallek sits down on the edge of the overlook. Sit down. Sorry, this is not as comfortable as the loft. Oh man, Mallek brought you to his special place. I don't know if I'd call it special, but it is a place I come a lot. Also, is that symbol on the left, is that an actual, the blue one, is that an actual troll sign? Extended zodiac sign? Oh, and there's a purple one too. Are those both actual signs, or are they just random stuff? They look like real signs, but I don't have the whole... It's not like I have the whole extended zodiac memorized, so I'm not sure if those are real extended zodiac signs or not. I don't know if I'd call it special, but it is a place I come to a lot. You sit down next to him. Oh, and there's a third one. That one's probably real. Yep, all of them are. So yeah, all three of them are real troll signs. And what does that graffiti say? I have... This is the best part about streaming these games, is that, like, if I have something that I want to check out, it's like I can just say, hey, chat, identify this for me. So yeah, what's the graffiti beneath the blue blood sign? You sit down next to him. You get how this could be pretty zen, just watching the dark water flow by. The walls glow with an eerie bioluminescence, digging craters underneath Mallek's tired eyes. Also, he pulls his phone out and shows you the screen. No husk signal? This is the only place I can really unplug. Kind of relaxing, you know? Oh yeah, you imagine the demands of being an information specialist could really put a dent in your chill. Heh, yeah. You sit there with a rock digging into your ass and allow yourself to appreciate just how deep this gesture of trust really is. Even after you lied to him, he wants to tell you his life story. Fuck, you love life stories. You ask him exactly what he wants with your non-existent robot laurels. He said something about reprogramming drones, didn't he? Could he be part of the Resistance? What? Oh, you mean all that low blood right stuff? Nah. What is even the point? It's a great way to get called. But he helped Damien, that other little guy. Yeah, but they're cool, and I was paying them for services rendered. Roughing you up. He nudges you with his elbow. I like this guy. So far, all I've been able to do is reroute delivery drones, just some weak sauce shit like that. That's a pretty pathetic way to fuck up the system. You aren't sure you get what he's about. Why care about fucking up the system when you don't want revolution? I guess I wouldn't mind revolution. Alternia is alright. Well, for me it is. Not for everybody. I'm not so fucking myopic to think I don't have it better than a lot of trolls. I'm not one of those bulge biters who wank off about the sanctity of the blood and how low bloods deserve what they get. They don't. It blows. Jesus Christ. Man, it's all fun and games, and then every once in a while this game just gets fucking depressing, dude. Troll Society sucks. Thank God we watched it all burn down to the ground. Jesus. I don't blame them for feeling bad or whatever. I just got to worry about myself. That's all I got energy for. Well, he does seem to be doing pretty okay. Like he has that sweet pad. Right, yeah. For half a sweep, maybe. Then it's all gone. Everything I've worked to, and I'm up in motherfucking space. Right, the space war. Sounds like a huge drag. Yeah, dude. He tosses a rock into the dark water below. But that's the plan, right? If I own the drones, I own the whole system, I own the heiress. They'd all be playing my game with my rules. His eyes glint in the semi-darkness, and so does the little hint of fang when he smiles. His piercings light up like tiny points of fire. You tell him that sure sounds like revolution talk to you. Also possibly villain talk. He grins like you're flattering him. Right. But I'm sweeps away from that, and other hackers won't. I mean, I work alone. Somebody got back to me on the graffiti. The graffiti on the wall says, suck my nook. Which is, of course it is. Of course it does. It's perfect graffiti right there. I'm not a fucking psionic. I can't use mind, honey. It won't kill me the way with a rusty, but I definitely get the runs. You. And I don't have sweeps. I have months. Maybe Pear agrees? So he's really close to, so he's like very close to aging out. You ask him if he thinks things are going to be really bad for him up there in space? Like I said, not a psychic, so no one's going to turn me into a battery. They'll make me a fucking soldier, or a spy. What about his hacker skills? Oh yeah, check out all my illegal activities. Please give me a good assignment. Hell no. Yeah, he couldn't really put that on his resume. If I was a high blood, I could get away with it, possibly. Or they might think it was cute if I was a low blood. At midcast, he's like, no way. Fuck, there's gotta be something. He pulls out his palm husk and starts frantically tapping away. Wait, you thought I didn't have signal down here? Yeah, but I got a Wi-Fi hotspot. What am I, some kind of fucking Luddite? He gestures to one of his earrings. Wow, that's neat. You aren't sure if he means his jewelry is the Wi-Fi hotspot, or if it's a troll gesture for you're an idiot. Hey buddy, you said you were going to unplug. That's important to your mental health, isn't it? Getting off the internet once in a while? You can't really speak for yourself since you've only very recently become an internet celeb. Mallek waves you away. You make a grab for his palm husk. You aren't honestly sure why. Maybe you're trying to be flirty or playful or some shit, because everybody knows there's nothing more flirty and playful than stealing people's stuff. Bitches love that. You manage to snatch it away, but your flappy fingers fumble and you lose your grip. Mallek's phone sails over the edge of the bank and into the dark waters below. That splashes the sound of your doom. Mallek stares at the water, then he stares at you. His mouth moves soundlessly. This guy... Okay. You threw my tech in the water? Well, you did. Mallek puts his hand on your shoulder. Somehow, against all impossible odds, he's still going to be chill. Wow, what a guy. You hit the water before you know what's happening. It isn't freezing, but it sure as hell ain't balmy either. The current grabs you and tugs you under. Your knees and elbows scrape rocks and your dress tangles around your legs and makes it hard to kick back towards the surface. The water is so dark you don't even know where the surface is. Just as you're making peace with the fact that your grave is going to be a watery one, something grabs you from behind and hauls you upward. You gasp for air, choking down water than it, choking in more water than anything else. I mean, that was fair. Two strong hands push you up against the bank, then begin smacking you in the back. You don't think it'll help you cough up any water, but you do think it's gonna bruise. Oh no, he's hot! My bad, dude, that was reflex. Here, let's just drink this in. You're welcome, Internet. Okay. We're just gonna enjoy this for a moment. Grub scar. Yeah, everyone's marking the grub scars, so, where do they get called grub scars? Fannin? It's the widely accepted term. It's like, okay, it's enough of this. My bad, dude, that was reflex. I mean, I gotta say, that was totally fair. You know? It's like, if you throw my cell phone into a fountain, you are going into the fountain. I'm not gonna let you drown, but you are going to get wet. You threw my shit in the water, so I threw yours. You okay? You hack up one more glass of water and then give Mallek a thumbs up. He's as wet as you are, hair slicked back off his forehead. It makes his eyes look huge and impossibly blue. He jumped in to save your clumsy ass. His shirt's gone. And hey, now you know the location of two more of his piercings. You apologize for grabbing his phone. In retrospect, you should not have tried to be cute at the edge of a river. Yeah, you don't have to try. Wow, this is getting really flirty. I mean, fuck. Mallek flushes. Oh my. This is the most adorable troll boy. I love him. He's great. He's perfect. But right now you just look like a drowned squeaky beast. Sorry, I fucked up your rumpus robe. Oh, this is adorable. I'll lend you something. Cool, you're kind of over this dress anyway. Hey. Mallek twists his claws together. You're not going to tell people what I said earlier. I know I'm not afraid to go off planet. I just, you know, this time you do know. You tell him his secret is safe with him, and if you find any actual robots in your travel, you'll send them his way. Heh, thanks. Here. He helps you to your feet. Damn, it's cold down here. I'll get you something when we go back upstairs, as long as you don't mind wearing my sign. You can't think of anything you'd like more, honestly. Friendship! Press F for Mallek's cell phone and Tagora's robe. Oh, that was adorable. I love it. So since we're going to be wearing Mallek's sign, what is it? Let's Google it, shall we? Why is it black? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like spray paint. You know, like the graffiti in the basement. Look at the sweater. It's so big on him. It's adorable. Yes, Mallek is a good boy. And his sign is Scorist. Alright, Scorist. Sign of the Mutineer. It is associated with time and prospect. Interesting. Well, time makes sense. Time does kind of fit his fatalistic attitude, his tragically fatalistic attitude. He's got like that Dave Strider vibe. He really does have a Dave Strider vibe about him now that I think about it, because it's like, well, this sucks, but it's what needs to happen. And he's also just like really cute and adorable. It's like great. I love it. I love him. This is great. Now we gotta go back and check out the failure routes. Rumpus robe. Yeah, Rumpus robe is troll for dress. Ugh. So yeah, we got ourselves a shirtless troll. That was nice. I love him. Yes, he was great. Alright, let's check out the failure routes. Hey. You remember hello while trying not to meet those alarmingly blue eyes. Because although you've amassed quite a cache of high-blood hoes, you know what blue typically means for you? Yikes o'clock. You don't love the idea of throwing yourself out of a moving vehicle, but you also don't love being stuck inside one with a high blood. The past evidence has shown that although wild acts of foolhardy daring end in pain and embarrassment, you have not actually been killed yet. If you didn't die then, you probably won't die now. That is 100% how probability works. You open the door, and before the troll or his ruffians have a chance to protest, you ollie out of there. You were right. You don't die, but it sucks. Just, I think my favorite part about this whole picture is Mallek in the background. Just, huh? He just did that. Now that's interesting. This is great. This is a great route already. Okay, and time for the other failure, which will probably be a much more protracted failure, according to my predictions. Congrats, you jumped out of a limo. Tell him you're a special kind of robot his instruments can't detect. You're in this to win this. You're riding this out till the end. You tell him that you are actually the latest model of spy bot from your alien government. You are so advanced that you are indistinguishable from the real thing. Seriously, you aren't supposed to tell anyone, but you're telling him since he's so rad. Ugh, this is terrible. You just promised yourself the other day that you'd stop lying to make yourself look good. Or in this case, make yourself look like a robot. Besides, he's never going to buy it. I knew it. There is no other explanation. Fascinating. He leans in close enough that you almost tip backwards off of your chair. He catches your arm. He's surprisingly strong for such a skinny nerd. Although you really shouldn't be surprised anymore. Size doesn't correlate to strength with trolls necessarily. You apologize that your robot specs are not the right ones. Mallek breaks out of his trance and lets go of your arm. Are you kidding? What am I, some sort of script wriggler? This rules! I'm going to be the first to crack you. Yikes. You half expect him to take out some sort of torture screwdriver and to start prying you open. Instead, he gives you another one of those unreasonably flirty smiles. When I'm done with you, I'm going to own your entire system. Whoa. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? With that, he takes off down the steps, jumping the last few and vanishing down into the kitchen. You're left there blinking at his afterimage. It sounds like he was hitting on you back there, but then he just pranced down the stairs like a bejeweled antelope. You creep down to the kitchen to find him pulling things out of cabinets, opening the fridge with his toes, then slamming it shut with a hard kick so that all the stuff on top rattles. His palm husk rings and he pulls it out of his pocket, answering it and spitting a bunch of jargon at the person on the other end. He does all of this while reading around in a drawer of cutlery, talking loud enough to be heard over the rattling. All you know about hacking is that it's usually done by a bunch of greasy dudes with glasses and Dorito dust on their fingers. Usually there's a girl, and she's hot. You aren't sure which trope Mallek is yet. Possibly a combination of all of them. Well, he's got the heart, he's got the glasses, and he is hot. So, yeah, he's got all of that down. Mallek definitely reads robot smut. Yes, he does. He absolutely does. While he yells at someone over the phone about blockchain, you take the time to wonder, rather sheepishly, how many other piercings he has and on what parts of his body. I haven't tried fucking with robots yet, really. So far, I've only reprogrammed drones remotely. You realize belatedly that he's no longer on the phone and is instead talking to you. Oh, right. He mentioned something about that earlier with Damon, hacking into drones to reroute their delivery routes. Heh, yeah, rerouting's easy. I almost got all my gear that way. All the good stuff is reserved for blues. Wait, isn't Mallek a blue? He laughs and puts a pan on the stove. As if. Sure, cerulean is blue, but barely. Every indigo you meet is gonna make sure you know that. You want to ask him if you can help him with anything, but you barely know how to cook when you're on your own planet. He pauses with 2 eggs above a mixing bowl. Hey, you like Cluck Beast embryos? What now? Eggs. He cracks the eggs. The yolks are purple and runny. Your stomach squirms uncomfortably. I mean, I'd eat it. Oh, my bad. Can you even eat? What? Oh yeah, robot. Mallek really wants to try fucking with robots? Fucking robots, you say? Of course you can eat. It wouldn't be a very clever disguise if we couldn't eat, right? Although now that he mentions it, you really haven't been eating as much as you did on Earth. The meals you've had have been few and far between, but you aren't even that hungry. Weird. Oh god, what if you are a robot? Plot twist. Mallek is not privy to your existential crisis and therefore keeps cracking eggs. Cluck-beast embryos? God, troll words are so ridiculous. What kind of idiot would make a robot you couldn't fuck? Excellent point. Not really. No language is inherently any more ridiculous than any other, subjectively. Except English. English is a fucking mess. They should really have programmed that in when they taught you to read Alternian. What? Nobody taught you how to read. You're on Chitter. All of your chirps are Alternian. Oh? Let me see your palm husk. He holds out a hand for your phone. His nails are painted as shimmery black, and he has one of those thick rings that could double as a brass knuckle. You tell him that you figured you just had the palm husk on the Earth setting, but of course that makes no sense. Nobody here knows about Earth or about English, for that matter. You're pretty sure it's not even the most commonly spoken Earth language. Nope, no translation software running. Is Doc Scratch doing some, like, behind-the-scenes, like, caretaking here? Like, is Doc Scratch playing Babelfish with me? I mean, that would make sense, right? It's like, maybe he's also, it's like, maybe that also accounts for the food thing? So that's weird. So yeah, it's like, shelve that for later, because I think this is going to become a plot point later. And this is good old-fashioned Alternian. Well, it's not old-fashioned, it's contemporary. That's an idiom. See, if it weren't a robot, this would be really weird. Well, it is already kind of weird that you're a robot. But your Alternian is perfect. You want to tell him that your Alternian is in no way perfect. You have literally no idea what is going on. Oh dear. Before you can get the words out, a terrific crash comes from somewhere above you. Mallek drops your palm husk into the bowl of Cluck-beast embryos. Dang. Fuck. Drones. Uh-oh. Shit, you don't need this right now? You're a fake robot. You, a fake robot, have no chance against a real robot? With lasers? Even worse, Mallek rounds on you, lips drawn back from his teeth. You, this is your fucking fault. They must have tracked you here. No other way they could find this place. I'm off the grid. Oh dear. You tried to point out that to Mallek that maybe the drones are mad about all the hacking business, but he isn't listening to you. He's shoving his palm husk into his pocket and making a leap for the kitchen window. Fuck, can he survive a 10-story drop? You aren't sure. One thing's for sure, though. You can't. He's got a skateboard. Nice. He just fucks off and leaves you. Huh. That failure route did not go at all like I expected. So yeah, So we did learn something interesting from that failure route, which is that something is playing Babelfish with me. And that's weird. Intriguing. The plot thickens somewhat in this little Friendsim. Okay. So we have already checked out Mallek's sign. So there's nothing left to do but continue on with the next route. Whoops. And so we will take a break, and then we will continue on with Yandere, I have no idea how to pronounce it. Yandere Jade Blood. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye. I always forget where the mouse is when I'm going across screens. Anyway, catch you in a few minutes.